Imagine a nation of 130 million souls, the proud, beating heart of the African Renaissance, standing at the edge of the highlands and gazing with quiet, unyielding longing toward the Red Sea. Now, imagine the most vital artery of global trade, a lifeline for the world, suddenly becoming a pawn in a high-stakes, ruthless game of international power. The Bab el-Mandeb Strait is not just water, it is destiny. And today, a new, volatile piece has been placed upon this grand global chessboard. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geopolitics at the Land of Origin. The move by Israel to deepen ties and recognize Somaliland is not a casual diplomatic gesture. It is a strategic earthquake. As Sun Tzu warned in The Art of War, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Yet, in the Horn of Africa, this recognition acts as a catalyst for a confrontation that no one seems able to escape. We must ask ourselves, in our quest for sea access and sovereignty, have we allowed our land to become the stage for someone else's drama? My brothers and sisters, consider the words of Marcus Aurelius. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. We must look past the superficial diplomatic rhetoric. This is not about aid, it is about cold, calculated strategic interest. By cementing a foothold in Somaliland, Israel is securing its own interests in a region where threats are increasingly asymmetric. But here lies the engaging complication. This recognition is a direct defiance of Mogadishu's sovereignty. It is a tactical provocation that forces us to wonder, is true progress ever built on the dismantling of a neighbor's house? Ethiopia, the indispensable anchor of the Horn, finds itself at a crossroads. Its longing for sea access is not just economic, it is existential. Yet as we watch the power plays of Beijing, Washington, and the Gulf, we are reminded of the profound insight from Frantz Fanon. Each generation must, out of relative obscurity, discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it. Are we fulfilling our mission of African unity, or are we betraying it by becoming useful idiots in someone else's grand strategy? We are looking at the strategic weaponization of global choke points. If this gamble fails, the fire won't stay in the desert. It will consume the Red Sea. It will reach the highlands. Somalia is bracing. Ethiopia is maneuvering. The demographic bombs of our region, our youth, our ambition, are suddenly vulnerable to being weaponized. But wait, the story does not end there. A path exists that honors our sovereign dignity and our natural connection to the sea, through persistent diplomacy and evolving African partnerships. The Horn is rising, but it requires the wisdom to steer through this coming storm. Until our next encounter on the grand global chessboard, may wisdom, courage, and African unity guide us all. The Horn is rising. If this deep dive into the forces shaping our home resonated with you, show your support for independent African analysis. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you see this gamble as a path to progress or a recipe for disaster?